Hi there, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about T within Motivate. T is for training, coaching, and feedback. And yes, I know they don't all start with T, but I kept one in there to keep the flow going. I read a book called Scaling Up once that stuck with me. In the book it said, all growth companies are training companies. If you want your team to grow, you need to make sure you're helping the individuals on your team grow. To me, training is a verb, not a noun. You don't just have your team, quote unquote, do the training and then check the box. Great sales teams are always learning, in and out of the office. I believe that a great leader works to build an onboarding plan that includes company, product, and sales skills training that prepare the team for success. The content should be as much live training as possible, with recorded sessions mixed in as necessary, and lots of hands-on execution. If you don't have a resource that can do live training, hint, it's not you. I would suggest you turn in some extra recs to fund that hire. Onboarding employees is an intense position, and if left to your frontline leadership team, will overwhelm them. You also need to have a regular training cadence. I like to have a rolling training calendar 60 to 90 days out on the team's calendar so they know they are going to keep learning and developing. Those continuing ed sessions should be a mix of product training, skills training, success stories, executive briefs, marketing updates, or whatever else you think the team would benefit from. Remember, you need to own the training of your team. You don't need to necessarily do it all. I've never seen a team that constantly wants their leader to beat their chest about how much they know. Bring in people from your company and your network so that the team is getting exposure to other styles and perspectives. Lastly, I believe that being a role model on training is super important. If you are not showing your team that you are a constant learner and sharing what you learn, the team won't know that you are taking it as seriously as you are asking them to. Share an article, a book, a webinar invite, a podcast, or something else from time to time so that the team knows you are leading by example. But training is not enough. You have to include coaching and feedback in this category too. Training is the knowledge, coaching is done around the execution of that knowledge. Examples of coaching include call coaching, role plays, deal reviews, and postmortems. The keys to effective coaching are first-hand observations and constructive questioning. Open up a coaching conversation by asking questions like, what did you think about that call? Or, can you tell me 2 positive and 1 constructive observation from that meeting? Then keep asking questions until the rep has a light bulb moment or admits that they're stumped. Then jump in with your suggestions. Feedback is when you formally share your perspective on the rep's performance or behavior, positive or constructive. Don't just be the leader that shares constructive or negative feedback. If you want to build positive energy and culture, you must also share positive feedback. I like to open up a feedback conversation with, can I give you some feedback? Make sure the feedback you are about to give is fact-based, productive, and objective. Have an open dialogue, and at the end of the conversation, give a suggestion or expectation for the future. Members of your team likely crave feedback. They want to get better, and you need to create an environment where you can be honest and direct to help them. The more you build trust with your team, the more productive your coaching and feedback sessions will be. So if you sense that the team isn't following your feedback or coaching suggestions, you may need to rebuild some trust or ask them for some feedback about you so that you can get better with them. In today's day and age, it's hard to believe that training, coaching, and feedback are not done well, and sadly, in some cases, not at all. Show your team that you are committed to their development, and they will be motivated to embrace your actions and do better. We'll be back with I in a couple of days. See you then.